Last video I was saying that surely they would not be releasing another depressed unit and it was time for Innocence or Compose, but they actually posted what is the next character. And it is Ashur. Now, I do not know if it's gonna be like the Korean version, which we'll go into a second and show her skills and her skins and everything else, but on the Korean server, Ashur is another depressed character, a backline character in this case, which would mean we can finally fully fill a raid team for the depressed team, because she's the last character missing on the backline. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying getting so many characters of the same element while the others are kind of struggling, let's say. That's it. Let's go a little bit over Ashur, how she looks in the Korean server, her skills, how she works there, her skins, what she has, and what we might be getting soon. And as usual, before we start, hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic: more depressed units. The best personality in the game keeps getting more and more and more units. Now, before we go, important, we don't know if she will be also depressed in global. Like, they have changed plenty of characters already for global, so take this video as usual as a reference, as an overview, maybe a showcase, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But this is nothing but a reference. So Ashur is a depressed backline magic DPS. She's a pretty cute girl and she has a couple nice skins. My favorite being this one right here, but this is a skin pack. So this was 5 different skins, I believe. Wait, was this a skin pack? I don't even remember. Maybe not. I know they did an onsen skin pack. I don't know if she was part with this or a different one, but she has this one and she also has a normal subsuit. Both of them pretty cute, so I like them. Whatever she's coming with, we might probably just buy that, right? So those are her 2 skins. Let's talk a little bit about her kit, how she works, and right now the depressed meta and where she would fit. Now, like you all know, the depressed meta right now at the moment is probably the strongest one because they have basically everything they need, right? Like when we're talking about the depressed characters, if we go into Trickcal itself, there are just really good characters. So if we go into the team builder, we clear everything and we just put some of these depressed global girls. Right now you have your Shion, you have your Posher. Most people are running Yomi with Blanchett. Most people are running Komi and Kiria. Then there is a few spots that are fillers, right? Again, most people tend to run Hilde for the extra heals because Levi herself is not that great. Like if we're talking about like the other alternatives, Choppy Vero are XD, and then Levi is not good, so better off running a different healer. Rim is a pretty good character. I do not like Festa personally, and then regardless what you run on those 2 spots, you will still miss 1 spot here because there is nothing else. Obviously, for the Korean server, there are a bunch of different options. You have your Ashur, your Bari, Joan, or Risti, and also Uros. So for now, if we are getting Ashur, this will mean finally we have like a full raid team to take advantage of the whole personality bonus, which is huge, by the way. I don't remember how high it goes when you have 9 characters, but it's pretty significant when it comes to dimensional clash at least, and also for the new game mode that you can run 9 characters for the TV game mode. I forgot the name, the Crash Course, I think it's called, no? So on those 2 game modes, it's really good to finally have a full team you can run there. That said, enough yapping about that. That's basically a TLDR on what the current composition for the press is looking like and where she fits, which is on the backline, since we still need 1 more character. Let's talk a little bit about the actual skills that she has and how she works on the Korean server. Once again, take the Korean server as a reference because the Korean side, the game is too different for global. Okay, we have so many different things that it's not worth considering this as like, oh, this is what we're getting, right? Like a 1-to-1. So if we go down to the skills right here, her first skill is a pretty simple skill, okay? As you can see, her freshman skill is simply she sends 6 breaths that explode, dealing AoE damage to enemies. So as you can see, the breath is right there. The pastries are right there. She sends 6 of them. They go, explode, deal AoE damage. At max level, this is 800% of magic damage, which is pretty nice, but this skill is nothing interesting overall, right? Like, nice damage AoE, but we already have plenty of damage dealers for the depressed team. Then you have her senior skill, which is kind of like a long cooldown at 42 seconds, not the worst. Drops a giant loaf of bread that deals AoE magic damage, also stuns the enemy. At level 10, 1200% magic damage, and also the stun duration is 4 seconds, which is pretty good. Being a 4-second might be actually having utility for the Dimensional Clash, which is pretty good considering you can be running this stun and then also having Blanched with the silence and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty nice combo for Dimensional Clash mostly. Not sure about PvP, you all know I don't do PvP, right? And then her basic attack, it's a simple attack, the normal one, magic damage, and the enhanced version deals burn damage, so it will apply a dot to the enemy. So this is a character that is pretty simple character. You are gonna be able to build with items like, let's say, if you are going for the status effect, most likely you will be able to put a ring of greed on her. But for the most part, for the enhanced attack, if you want to focus on that, it's gonna be Banter's yellow card. We'll see if it's worth going with the skill damage on her or not, but I assume these are gonna be already two really good items for her to focus on that damage over time on the enhanced version. So that should be good enough, but maybe a skill damage scales better. We'll see. I'm just jumping here without really knowing what Global is getting. And then, when it comes to passives, the Korean side doesn't have passives. Usually, their passives are here. This is the aside system, the yearning system we don't have unlocked yet in Global. And for Global, the second yearning is usually what we get as a passive. The first one only increases stats. The third one increases stats for everyone. Right, so like a gold node, and then the second one is usually what changes skills. And what they are getting for Ashur in this case is this one right here. Recovers HP when basic attack hits, and if she takes direct damage, the cooldown of her senior skill is reduced. So that's pretty good. It's a 3% HP recovery with a 1-second cooldown because her senior was 42 seconds. So that is going to be helping her be able to spam the skill more, but that assumes she's getting hit. Remember, she is a backline character, so that might not be proccing super consistent, but still any form of cooldown reduction, it's always welcome. So that might be her passive skill. Now, if that was the same kit Global is getting, is it going to be worth pulling Sefhi? It depends on the percentages. At the moment, unless you care about Dimensional Clash, the press already has really good characters, like a really solid team. If you care about Dimensional Clash and you want to be optimizing your team for different game modes in the future, then I would recommend getting a copy only if you're building the press. If you're not building the press, you shouldn't be pulling for anything that you do not find cute. The problem with Trickcal is that 99% of the characters are cute, so it's pretty hard to skip. That said, enough jumping. That's basically everything for this video that I wanted to be showing you guys. The last thing I want to show is the new skin for Vivi. If you guys haven't seen it, this skin looks so good. You guys can see it on the website already. I updated that. This will take 3 years to come to Global, so time to wait now. But it does look pretty nice. I like it a lot. They are reworking Vivi at the moment. They've been reworking a bunch of the old Eldins. They did first Shion, now they're doing Vivi. I assume they'll keep going over the others later. That's it, enough jumping, enough ranting. That's everything for this video. As usual, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with it, pull the internets. I'll see you on the next one.